I'm Dan Glover, I'm an account manager in the southwest for CSBP, and we're currently in Boyup Brook. And this is a high rainfall zone with potential for high yields, mostly mixed farming with sheep and crop. Canola and barley are predominantly grown, but there's oats and lupin also here.
My name is Garron Pearce. I work for CSBP as a Senior Account Manager and Agronomist in the southwest of WA. In this area we have forest gravels, so a marri, jarrah. As we found from the trial, these soils are typically quite responsive to phosphorus. It's very nitrogen responsive as well, even though there's very good organic matter levels due to historic pasture production.
Angus McAlpine from CSBP, one of their senior account managers, went to Tasmania in 2018. He went over there to a hyper-yield competition where they were growing barley, and he came back and did a really encouraging talk to the CSBP staff. It was so inspiring, I wanted to come and speak to my growers. A lot of barley's grown in Boyup Brook, and it's a similar rainfall zone to where the hyper yields are grown. So he came and spoke to the group, and afterwards they all got a little bit excited and thought that they were going to knock the Tasmanians off the perch and have a crack at it.
In response to recognising some really high yield potentials for the area, in particular in relation to the species and the advancement in genetics, we set up some trials back in 2020. What we've looked at throughout this trial period is the response to phosphate rates and also nitrogen rates applied as Flexien. What we've found is some pretty remarkable responses to nutrient. The trials themselves, the barley has peaked at 10.2 tonne per hectare, the canola well over 3 tonne, and the lupins nearly 4.5 tonne.
Everyone wants to push the boundaries. It's exciting to see when you're getting 7, 8 plus tonnes. There's the pushing and encouraging of each other. I think that's been brilliant, to be honest, and seeing what we can all achieve.
Go to these field days like this with the trial plots and also the farmer looking at how they're doing it in the field, so we can try and take the yields of the newer varieties up to their potentials, which has been pretty exciting over the last sort of 5 years. But I don't think we've even scratched the surface on where we could be in 5 years' time.
This information from these trials has been used to input into a Neologic model, and that is to benefit our farmers who can use that information when they're conducting soil and plant testing to create fertiliser recommendations to maximise yield. Farmers themselves have used the information in their own paddocks to push the boundaries and achieve great yields or high yields using optimal fertiliser rates.
All CSBP customers are invited to our trials. We've had it that way for some time. We're doing these trials for them, and we want our customers to be profitable, so that's the whole reason we do trial.
I think CSBP is not only there just to sell fertiliser, they're in the business of customer service. You know, they offer so much, they look after us well, and they're willing to push the boundaries. And I think to be able to see them pushing the boundaries, that's quite a tempter.